Good morning, everyone. Hey, I am continuing our week-long talk about how planets affect the manifesting that you're doing and how to use that energy. So, we're going to just kind of dive right into talking about that. So, I'm going to go ahead and share a screen and show you what today's forecast looks like. I'm not an astrologer, but I do know a little bit. Okay, so as you know, I put this workbook together, and if you're interested in having the workbook, just message me and I'll send it to you. Okay. All right. So here we go. Um, Yesterday was Moon Day, and Tuesday is Mars Day. Okay, so let's talk about Mars and what that does for us. How does that affect us? So, for you guys that are watching this on a phone, I'm going to enlarge it so you can see it a little better. Let's see if this makes a difference. Hopefully, it does. Okay, so Mars. Mars is a planet of energy, passion, action. This is a great day to take action and tackle projects that acquire an extra burst of energy. It's also a day to celebrate your strength and your courage that's associated with your warrior archetype. Marvel at your courage that it took for you to get where you are and your strength that it took to overcome what you've been through. Okay, so a lot of my clients um, have gone through some trauma or are going through trauma right now. And honestly, a person that can survive that kind of stuff really either gains a lot of strength or has a lot of strength. So instead of kind of looking at this, well, I don't feel, like really kind of reflect today and say to yourself, I am a super strong person, and really kind of channel that energy. Now, using the Mars energy, you can really kind of channel that energy of what it's taken you to survive this so long and the challenges that you've gone through, and really go ahead and tackle those things that requires the extra courage that you might not have been able to do otherwise, because today you can channel that energy. You can really allow it to help you. Now, when I say channel, um, I don't mean like channel a spirit or an alien or anything like that. What I'm saying is these planets affect you regardless. Think about how people change when Mercury's in retrograde or when there's a full moon. Obviously, it affects the tides, it affects everything, it affects you. So, regardless of that, you are going to be affected by this energy. So, you can use it in a very positive way and really allow yourself to look at all your strengths and channel that energy and move it towards, when you're feeling that way, move it towards doing something that's going to require a little extra courage. Okay. So if you're thinking about starting a business or something, anything, or you've never gone live before and you need to go live for the first time, whatever it is. Okay. So plan activities that require you to use a high energy or a little bit of bravery, like we talked about, and start new projects, take a risk. Um, So I know this is going to sound really funny, but this is it's a day of risk, because, or a day of taking challenges, a day to, roll the dice. So it might be a day to, gamble on whether or not you should start something or not. Okay. So let's look at some of the activities you can do. Transmute negative energy through physical exercise. So, yesterday being Moon Day, we were transmuting negative emotions into positive emotions through journaling. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to take that negative energy and we're going to transmute it into physical exercise. So, today's the day to go to the gym, go for a run, get on the treadmill, do some jumping jacks, start your day, woohoo, with a lot of energy. Create affirmations that reflect your ambition and your passion and your strength. Tackle energy consuming tasks today and get aligned with action. Today is about action. It's like you're going to get that extra boost of energy and it's about action. Okay. Here's a couple of little things that you can do. Write down a few affirmations, write down the task you're going to do, and, you know, journal and make notes of, you know, after you exercise, did you feel better? How do you feel better after you accomplish a task? How do you feel after starting something new? These are ways of kind of tracking how the energy is affecting you. Okay, so before we tally up, if you noticed, each one of these days have what you call a prime time. So I have calculated that prime time based on central time. So for instance, if you're mountain time, you're going to take that number and you're going to adjust it to mountain time. So if I say, for instance, mountain time right now is 8 o'clock and right now it's 9 o'clock. Okay. So what you would do is if I tell you 11 to 1, you're going to go 10 to 12. Okay. You calculate it based on your time zone. So all I have is the calculations based on central. So I don't remember if I told you this yesterday, but the prime time for your moon energy is 1 to 3 p.m. or 11 to 1, 11 p.m. at night to 1 a.m. in the morning. Okay, so today, Tuesday, your prime time is 11 to 1. So 11 this afternoon to 1 this afternoon. And then the second prime time is 9 to 11 p.m. Now, when I say prime time, that means the full amount of energy that you're going to get from Mars. Okay. It doesn't mean that you only tackle within this time frame some of these activities and these risks that you want to take. But what it does mean is that you are going to get the full effects of that energy. So if there's something that requires a little extra courage, a little extra something, I would do it in this time frame. Okay. Now, how does that have anything to do with your manifesting? Well, if you've ever taken any of my courses before about manifesting, manifesting requires thought, emotion, action. Wait a minute, hold on. There's one extra one. There's thought, emotion, action, and I'm forgetting one. I guess it's too early and not enough coffee. Um, So the point behind this is that here you what you have to do is you have to transmute those negative emotions, okay? And that negative energy within you. And each one of these planets are going to help you with that transmutation if you use these days based on the energy that's created, okay? So like yesterday, we talked about how moon energy was good for writing. And some of my manifesting courses, I've talked about, how writing certain things every single day and transmuting emotions and thoughts by reframing or doing specific activities. So, negative energy usually is going to be like feelings that you have internally that can be and turn into an action or a non-action. Okay. So, what you're doing on this day, because it's so powerful about action, this is the day that you put action to something. So, you want to emphasize and power up your manifestation. You want your manifestation to have sort of a landing space for abundance. I'll give you an example. Hold on, I got to take a drink of my coffee. Hold on. I'm going to put this right here. Okay. So I'm going to give you an example. When my mom was single for a while after she got a divorce, um, the thing is that she kept on saying that she was praying and she was, basically praying and manifesting a husband. And so she kept on saying, it's going to happen, it's going to happen, it's going to happen. And I said, yeah, but you never get out. You used to get out all the time. You were meeting people all the time. Do you expect God to just to have this person come knocking on your door? And she's like, yeah. And I go, well, that may take a while because you're going to have to have a reason for that person to knock on your door, or you're going to have some time for God to move that person to Houston, Texas, and be your next door neighbor. Like, you have to have a reason or some sort of thing for that to land on to make it happen faster. Okay, that just makes it easier for that energy. I'm not saying it's impossible, and I'm not saying that manifesting doesn't work unless you do these things. But if you want to be a very powerful manifester, you learn to use the tools to jump on board. I'm not saying that you can't get to Arkansas on foot. What I'm saying is that if you jump on a train or you jump on an airplane, you're going to get there a lot faster. Okay. So these are tools that's going to help you with powering up your energy. When you're manifesting, your energy needs to be positive and strong. So today is the day to kind of help with that. Yesterday was about transmuting through emotions. Today is about transmuting through action. That means exercise, get out there, do something, take charge of your life, create a program, create a website, do whatever you need to do that's been on your mind for a little while. A new project, a new business. It's a day of courage and action. Okay. So you want to kind of take control of your life in this way. Okay. All right. So let me go back to this. All right. So let's go back to the activities that you can do. Creating affirmations that reflect ambition and passion and strength, tackle the energy consuming activities that need to be done in order to accomplish your goals, get things done and aligned in action and highly supported for this day. So again, this is about starting something new, creating something that you want to manifest, and celebrate and treat yourself for being the warrior that you are. Write down your affirmations, write down the tasks that you're going to do, write down how you feel after you do these things. And here's a space for you to journal. Okay, if you want a copy of this, let me know. Remember, today's prime day, according to Central Time, is 11 to 1 in the afternoon and 9 to 11 in the evening Central Time. Okay, tomorrow we are going to be doing Mercury, and I'm going to be doing this right around the same time. So also too, I am about to take down the special that I was running off of Facebook. If you are not a Facebook follower of mine or an Instagram follower, please friend me. But if you do friend me, make sure that you are, because this is the best way to get a hold of me. It's kind of hard to do this if you're watching from YouTube. It is a little bit more difficult to request and for me to send you this workbook if you want a copy. So it might be easier for you to message me. You can message me on Facebook and you can message me on Instagram. Now, it's Michelle Thompson. Obviously, you guys know that. And if you are trying to friend me on Facebook, please send me a message and say, hey, I saw you on YouTube or Instagram or whatever, and I really wanted to be friends with you. I get a lot of people that are friending me because they're scammers or trying to sell me some sort of something that is a big scam. So I really, it'll save me the extra energy of having to say, hey, do we know each other? So yeah, so do that for me if you want. And if you're watching from my Facebook group, please make some comments and let me know like what your questions are about today. And, just let me know kind of how you're feeling about this. My Facebook followers, you guys, I'm going to be doing another promotion today. The other one is about the end. It's not that it's not going to be discounted. Okay. It's just not as discounted as much as it was before. So the promotion that I'm running is I'm about to shift that in the next few minutes, and I'm about to run something different. So keep your eyes open for that. I'll probably put it in my stories. I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful day and happy Tuesday and happy Mercury Day.